Is it worth doing delivery apps in 2026?
Get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they set it up, I got them on it. I bought a new bed, I had the one, so I two-toned them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be
If y'all are new here, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody. Now, in this video, we're basically going to be talking about delivery apps. And if you are new here, I've done delivery apps since 2019, and I still do them to this day. Now, granted, things are different from 2019. Actually, 2018, I started. Things are different since 2018, 2019, but you still can make money from these delivery apps, but you have to do them right. And let me explain what I mean. You have to think like a consumer. What is the most frequent time that people order food? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. But where do people spend the most money? You might spend $10, $15 for breakfast, but you might spend $20 for lunch. But when it comes down to dinner, you might be spending $30, $40 on a meal. And not just for one person, because typically when people order DoorDash at nighttime, you ordering for you, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever. People spend the most money at dinner time. And I'm telling you this from experience. Not saying you cannot make money in the mornings or in the afternoon, but you're gonna have the best luck at dinner time. New Year's Day, I actually got out to see, like, okay, I haven't did a New Year's Day. I haven't delivered on New Year's Day in like a couple years. So I was like, let me see how it is this year. And I did fairly well for the little time that I was out. I'm maybe out 3 hours, I believe, and I made like $100, which is pretty decent in these days for delivery apps. But the next day, it wasn't like that. Now, granted, I did make something the next day, but it wasn't as fast as the money that I made that day. But in the afternoon, like in the evening around 5, that's when the orders really started rolling in. And as far as the way to make sure that you are maximizing your money, I talked about this before, but I'm going to keep talking about it because everybody don't see all my videos. But you need to be signed up for more than one app. You cannot just work DoorDash and think, okay, I'm going to make all the money I want to. Because there are days when DoorDash is slow. There are days when Uber Eats is slow. There are days when Instacart is slow. And some people do, what's the other ones? Some people do Amazon Flex. I don't do Amazon Flex, but some people do Amazon Flex. Some people do Spark, and there's another one. But you want to have all of these apps. When you get out to start delivering, go to your area, turn all your apps on. Whatever app gives you the best order first, you take that, but leave the other apps on. But you're just gonna have to decline your orders. Now, don't pick up an order here and then you get an order on another app that's all the way out, and baby, that customer food gonna be, don't do that, because you're gonna get a bad review. And if you're on Uber Eats, they might take your tip back. That's the only thing I don't like about Uber Eats, is the fact that the customer can't take their tip back. If you are new to Uber Eats, please keep that in mind. Now, it hadn't happened to me, but maybe 4 or 5 times since 2019, but it has happened to me twice within the last 4 months, and that's kind of frequent from what I'm used to, because it might have happened to me only once a year, but baby, people starting to take and honestly, it's not anything that I did, because I picked up the food and I delivered it. Now, the food could have been wrong, or the food could have been cold, but that wasn't on me. The bags are sealed, and I just do my job, pick up and deliver. They didn't, reach out to Uber Eats and let them know, like, hey, this was wrong, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, they can take that tip back. Maybe they did that. I was a little irritated, but I knew it comes with it. However, on the other hand, they can add to your tip on Uber Eats more easily than they can on DoorDash. And you're gonna have more people add more on your tips on Uber Eats than you will on DoorDash. 9 times out of 10, DoorDash, whatever you see, that's what it's gonna be. But Uber Eats, a lot of times, it's gonna be more. So that's why the couple times that they have took the tip back, it didn't really make a big difference, because it ended up making up in the end, because a lot of customers added more. And then if you go above and beyond, they'll add more too. So say, for example, you get to a restaurant and the restaurant is out of something, and you reach out to them, let them know, like, hey, this is going on. They appreciate that. They appreciate that so much. They appreciate communication. And I've gotten extra tips that way a lot, where there has been cash or they added it on the app. There has been a time where somebody entered the wrong address. Now, you're not obligated to take it to the new address, but they will ask you if you would be willing to. But it was this one time that they did deliver to the wrong address, and I drove there. And baby, they wanted their food so bad, they paid me extra $30 to take it to where they was, and it was only like 5 minute difference. It's a lot of different situations. Sometimes DoorDash can go down, but a lot of times, sometimes DoorDash can be pretty, sometimes DoorDash can be better than Uber. So I feel like having a multitude of different platforms can help you, you know, achieve your goals. Like set a goal and stay out until you reach it. And sometimes you might have to take a little order smaller than what you want to, but don't be out here taking those $2 orders and think that they might tip you. If you're willing to risk, if you're willing to take that gamble to take a $2 order and think that, oh, they maybe tip you, cool, but don't complain about it, because 9 times out of 10, well, I don't know, I've never taken a $2 order, but from my experience, when they put it in the notes and say that they're going to tip you in cash or give you a cash tip, I've maybe one time, but other than that, I've never had a person to, when they put it in the notes, oh, a cash tip. They say that so you can handle their food with care, but when you get there, it's like, oh, leave it at the door. That has happened to me so many times. So when people put that in there, I don't even be expecting it. When I accept the order, I accept it for the amount that pops up. And I feel like that's how, you know, people should operate. Because you can't, I mean, people not forcing you to accept these orders. Yeah, your acceptance rates might go down, rate might go down, but that's not going to stop nothing. Maybe my acceptance rate has been a 1%, obviously. So it just really depends. That's not going to accept nothing. And your completion rate is what really matters. Like, say if you accept the order and then you cancel it, you keep doing it, that'll get you kicked off the platform. But just declining orders as they come in, that's not going to get you kicked off the platform, ever. I've done it since 2018. I have never got kicked off the platform for that, and it does not stay in the contract that you'll get kicked off for that. They can't make you accept every order. You are an independent contractor. You are not a W-2 employee. About Instacart. Now, Instacart, it used to be way better than what it is. I rarely do Instacart. I might have made $500 on Instacart all of 2025. Like, I rarely use Instacart because I have it on all the time, but a lot of the orders, they don't be worth it. No, like the big orders, it just takes up so much time. So say for example, if I still order for like $60 or whatever, they want you to shop for 3 different orders, over 100 and some grocery items in a store that I ain't never been in. So that's gonna take me, like, it's very time consuming, and I could have done more delivery orders in the time that it would have taken me to do that. But again, it just varies. Certain areas I can cut on Instacart and I'll make more in the areas to where there are different stores, like more liquor stores use Instacart, and those orders I take more of those. But the areas that I've been delivering in, there's not really liquor stores in that area, so I haven't really used Instacart. So it just really depends on your location, and you have to know your location. And don't give up the first time you get out and you feel like, oh, I ain't getting no orders today, because guess what? The next day, you might have your little $200 day. So it's when you are doing any type of self-employment work, you can't have the mindset of a 9-to-5 employee, and I'm sorry to say it like that, but like people try to downplay DoorDash, these delivery apps, because it don't take a lot of skill to do it, but you really can make some decent money doing it. But you have to be strategic, and you have to, you know your areas. You have to know the times to get out and deliver, the certain days. Like Sundays are the best days to me to make for delivery apps. Sundays, and then depending on the area, Fridays for sure. Friday evenings, baby, them people are ordering. Saturdays, not so much. And I feel like Saturdays, because a lot of people are actually getting out. But Fridays and Sundays, those are some really great days. Mondays are okay. But again, it just depends on the area. You have to get out and test your area. You can't get out in one day, not make what you want, and think that, oh, okay, well, I'm not finna do this. It's not making no money. You only was out one day. You didn't really get the feel. And the time of the month plays a factor too. You get out around the time rent due, baby, everybody is out trying to make their rent money. So of course you're not gonna get many orders. Or people are not ordering as much because they have just paid their rent, and baby, they eating leftovers. They cooking. So you have to think like a consumer when you are doing these things. And I honestly, I still love it to this day, because for one, I grew my platform sitting in my car doing deliveries. The time where it's been slow, I'll record, go get me something to eat, record for my pescatarian brand, y'all. I have so much love for these delivery apps. I'm sorry, I do. I have so much love for them. They have pissed me off from time to time, but overall, they have done what I need them to do, and they have helped me not have to have a 9-to-5 during the time where I quit my 9-to-5 in 2019 due to mental health issues, where I just couldn't, like, They have helped me so much. And I don't have no complaints. I do hate that the pay is not the way that it used to be, but baby, in this economy, everything has changed since after COVID. Like, everything is higher. So sometimes people are ordering less, or the pay is not as much. I don't know the reasoning behind the less pay, but it is what it is. But you can still make some type of money during delivery apps. People will tell you that you can't, but my best advice that I can give to you is go out and see for yourself. Because nobody can sit here and tell me, oh, you're not gonna make nothing, whatever. When I went out and did, like, I can get out right now, which I don't have time to deliver today, but I can get out right now and go make some money if I wanted to doing delivery apps. And somebody else will tell me, oh, you're not gonna make nothing, you're gonna spend all your money in gas. And the whole time I have always delivered in my hybrid vehicle, like, it burnt almost no gas. Full tank of gas in that car equals about $300. Well, it used to equal $400, but now, honestly, it does, depending on what I'm delivering. If I'm doing mostly delivery orders, a full tank of gas in my hybrid car is about $400. And that's how you need to calculate, okay, see how much money I can make off of this amount of gas in your car. So for example, if I'm filling up off of $35, let's see how long it's gonna be before I need to fill up again and see how much money I made in that time frame. And that's how you calculate if it's worth it or not. And it has always been worth it for me because I've always paid attention. Because again, I have the hybrid car that I've been using, it didn't burn much gas. So $400, which used to be 2 days for me. So I have to fill up every 2 days. So that's like $35 every other day. But $400, just say you're profiting $165. My bad, y'all. My math just blew me. But yeah, $365 is your profit from 2 days if you're making $400. So it's just, you just have to know your numbers and make sure that it makes sense, honestly. But again, hopefully this helps somebody. I'm not gonna be the person that's discouraging anybody, telling you, oh no, you can't do such and such. Because for one, we are trying to increase our income this year, lower our expenses, build our savings, and that is what I'm here for. I'm putting more time into my channel to help y'all, and of course myself, because y'all help me hold myself accountable. Because why would I get on here and teach y'all something that I'm not even doing, right? But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.